thousands of cyclists touring the city of Bremen via car routes. This is a video of my family and friends, some Indonesian citizens in Bremen, participating in a cycling tour around Bremen organized by ADFC. So this is a national cycling advocacy organization in Germany, so they are quite important in promoting cycling as a mode of transportation and daily recreation. Previously I wondered whether the infrastructure in Bremen or Germany has good cycling infrastructure because there are many cyclists, or there are many cyclists because the infrastructure is good. Then at the ADFC tour event, there were stories from friends. So in the 70s, initially the city was dominated by cars, so it often sacrificed cyclists and pedestrians. Then ADFC was formed in 1979 in Bremen, founded to promote and voice the increasing need for bicycles, in the form of better infrastructure, rights or cycling safety in Germany. Because at that time cyclists faced challenges such as unsafe cycling conditions on the highway and bicycle lanes, special bicycle lanes that were still lacking, political and public support for cycling as a decent and environmentally friendly mode of transportation was also still lacking. So the purpose of forming ADV with the background to advocate for improving cycling conditions, then also to represent the interests of cyclists when discussing city planning and traffic policies, for example voicing the needs of cyclists for separate bicycle lanes from car lanes, for example, then proposing parking lots, bridges for cyclists and facilities for cyclists that would clearly provide benefits for cyclists, the cycling community throughout Germany, also to provide education on training to help cyclists cycle safely and also be able to cycle confidently. Providing input to the government, for example when making a driving license for a car or motorbike, there is material to prioritize cyclists. ADFC activities are quite a lot, for example in the form of advocacy and campaigns, lobbying negotiations with local, regional or national governments to issue better cycling policies and infrastructure, also providing aspirations regarding cyclist-friendly city planning, protected and special paths, then low-emission zones, parking lots in many places and places needed, in public places, schools, city centers, shopping centers and others. Then also organizing cycling tours or events, promoting cycling tourism, namely by offering resources, guides and itineraries to explore interesting cycling routes, paths in Germany, providing education and training to cyclists from children to adults, and this organization also conducts research and data collection or surveys, for example, cycling climate tests to evaluate cycling friendliness in cities in Germany and publish reports and recommendations to guide policymakers on how to improve cycling conditions. This organization also makes cycling maps or routes, their paths, interesting information and so on. Building a community platform for cyclists to connect, share experiences and collaborate on advocacy projects. This organization also holds member meetings, cycling together, and holds events to increase togetherness among cyclists. Currently, ADFC has quite a lot of members and is one of the largest bicycle advocacy organizations in the world. Its network operates from branches, in regions, in cities throughout Germany. The impact of ADFC has a fairly important role in making Germany one of the friendly countries for cyclists in Europe, even the world. Its cycling infrastructure is also extensive and its cycling culture is strong. Well, building this culture sometimes takes a long time. Later, the infrastructure will follow when there are many bicycles, and with the increasing infrastructure, more and more people will be interested in cycling. ADFC also has a branch in Bremen. How was the birthplace of ADFC in Bremen? Bremen itself has a reputation as one of the most bicycle-friendly cities in Germany. We can see that there are roads where the composition or percentage of bicycle lanes can be 25% or even 50%, and even on some of those lanes there are priority lanes for bicycles, so the color is all red, which is a priority for bicycles specifically. So the format in this event is that cyclists gather first at one starting point. In this event that I attended with my family gathered at Bürgerweide near the Hauptbahnhof, then went around the streets, flyovers, special roads for cars until they ended up on the banks of the Weser River. With this it can show the public to the government that there are so many cyclists and even more than car users, so the infrastructure needs are also greater. Bremen is known as one of the best cycling cities in Germany, and ADV has made a big and significant contribution here, so there are 700 km of bicycle paths in the city. 25% of all trips in Bremen are made by bicycle.
Straße bleiben.